So I'm really excited. We have Dane Cook here today to do an hour fireside chat with us. Yeah, I know, pretty cool. So Dane Cook is a comedian, he's an actor, he's an entertainer, and he's actually one of the first celebrities that was on Google+. So we're really excited to have him here. He's here this morning, got a demo from us for the product, and we just really want to hear from him about how he's been using it. But so Dane's gonna join us, and we'll just do a really casual Q&A. So Dane, you wanna come up?
Thanks, man. Thank you. All right, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Hey. You're all in my circles. As of right now.
Yeah, it's automatic.
Why do we have 4 beverages up here already?
I don't know, which one do you want?
And some of them have already been consumed.
This one's mine. You can have it.
Are these all the this is Eddie Izzard's and
Yeah, Eddie was here yesterday when we talked about that.
yes.
Cool. So, we just
We're
wanted
gonna do a little rap battle. Is that how we're starting?
Who's starting?
Drop a beat on me.
I can't. Cool. But yeah, so we're just gonna ask some questions. So, maybe give us a little bit of the first questions I've been asking is just you came from not being a comedian to being a comedian.
Yes.
So
That's how it starts.
how did that happen?
There was a great period where I was a comedian, but I still really wasn't a comedian. I just told people that I was a comedian. How did that start? I'm from right outside of Boston, Arlington, Massachusetts. All right. And yes, go Sox. I think we're in first place right now, I do believe. You don't have to be sorry. Yeah, so I grew up in Arlington, 5 sisters, and a funny family. I'm the shy one. I really am. I'm the quietest, shyest person in my whole family. Everybody else was really outrageous. And my mom was very physical, and everything was big with my mom. She'd be like, "Good morning, breakfast is here," and she would dance and serve food, and then my dad was really kind of stoic, and he was pretty badass. My dad was like this, but real understated, kind of dry sense of humor, and I loved their style of comedy, and I already appreciated that they were funny people. So as I got older and I told them I wanted to be a comedian, I basically just took my mom and dad's style and made it like my own, because I wanted to be, physical, but still have kind of like my dad, kind of a cool swagger to him. And that's really how it all started. And they were like, "No, you're not going to really do stand-up comedy, and you're too shy and quiet." And I would puke every day on the way to school. Yeah, I really did. I had this thing
this
called,
morning, so.
It was called the throw-up tree. I had the throw-up tree. And if I could make it past the throw-up tree, I would be okay at school. But most of the time, I was so anxious that I would throw up at the throw-up tree, hence the name. And but truly, I always wanted to be a stand-up comic based on my funny family, and we would watch Saturday Night Live together, and I would watch my family laughing, and I would just watch them laugh, and I was so enamored by the fact that they loved that stuff, and then they would kind of act it out, that I think it made me want to be a comedian to entertain my family, and really it was always about making my family laugh first.
So if you're the shyest, what do your 6 or 5 sisters do?
I don't know. I've never met them. They're pretty loony, and they're all like, the movie The Fighter? You've seen The Fighter? You know the sisters in The Fighter? That's my fucking family. I'm not even kidding you. I have the least of the Boston accent. I have a little, at night, I start to get tired. But truly, if you watch that movie, the mother in that is my sister Kathy. My sister Kathy, I can swear here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are all over 13? Is that?
My sister Kathy will literally, when I call her, she'll be like, "Oh my God, my fucking brother Dane is all over the TV. It's fucking crazy." All my sisters have that high-pitched, crazy. It's unbelievable.
So from that, when did you feel like you made it or became?
Loosen up. Let's have some fun.
It's Dane Cook.
I feel like I'm on Inside the Actors Studio. Talk about your battle with cancer, Dane.
Can we? Now I don't know what to say.
What do you want to know?
How about coolest performance that you've done?
I think hosting SNL was because, watching it growing up, and I would act out whenever Don Pardo would say, "It's Saturday Night Live." I would always walk into the living room and pretend I was the celebrity, and my family would, clap for me, and then, of course, watch the show. But, and so for my entire young adult life, I would watch, like, Martin Short was a big influence. I loved Brave comics. I liked, I used to love John Ritter and watch Three's Company, or Martin Short, or Steve Martin is a guy that really, just people that used vernacular, used physicality, and so I would watch that show, and I would dream about being, coming through the door. And when I finally got the call from Lorne Michaels to host, it's still unbelievable. It was incredible. And that moment standing behind when you're back there, there's nothing back there. It's like just a plank of wood, and it's just completely pitch black, and it's just you and the producer. She's wearing the headset, and you can hear in the headset, like, starring, and they're going through the names. And you're just kind of standing there. It's, the bevel glass, and you're trying to see through, but you can't really see anything. And then she'd be like this, like, 20 seconds. And then she's listening. 10 seconds. I remember just in that moment being like, wow, my whole life I've been staring at this door, and now I'm going to walk through that. I've always wondered what was behind here, and I'm behind here. And it was just like crazy.
Were you still wondering?
It was unbelievable to walk out, and, of course, the band's there, and you just, you're hearing that famous theme music, and it I almost forgot about being funny, or I just really wanted to get to the mark and look at the camera and be like, to my family, be like, I'm here, and not even care about the performance. It was truly a highlight of my life, next to this.
This would be top 3 for me too. Top 3, definitely. But I'll take this one. But I mean, we are here because we're really excited to have you as one of.
What? You're excited?
Not that excited.
No. Classic spit take. Come on, right there. Let's go. What is this? What are we doing? We just locked hands so lovingly. That was like a...
I had that planned.
You see that? It was like out of the Notebook or something. I've never seen a high five. Can we do it again? Just to make... And then we did this.
Why don't you do it like
You're
this?
shaking like a leaf, baby.
This is how most rap battles start, so I think we're on it. But I'm excited. We're excited.
I'm very thrilled to be up
Do
here.
you want to take another sip? And I can say
No. One spit take per Google visit.
So, I mean, can you give us a little bit of background about, because MySpace, you were one of the main celebrities that brought MySpace to kind of the forefront. Can you tell us about your journey through the digital?
Yeah, my goal was to destroy it.
Failed.
It took me a while. I wanted to corrode it from within.
Thank you.
In 1999, 2000, I was like just sitting around in my underwear eating Fruit Loops. I remember, and feeling like just languishing. I had, I would go on the road a little bit. I wasn't making very much money, and I was just kind of like at that point in my career where, even my family was like, what's going on with this? What's happening? And I remember watching a punk rock documentary that was made a great impact on me. And part of the documentary was they were following this band called Dragon's Breath or whatever, some punk band. And part of this documentary was showing these guys like putting their flyers up on on telephone poles and stuff, and passing them out in Harvard Square in Boston. And they're like, "Yeah, we're Dragon's Breath. Come see us." And I remember one person grabbed the flyer and was like, "Dragon's Breath, but there's not even a date on here. Where are you? What is this?" And they were like, "Oh, we don't have a gig yet. We just want people to know our name." And like right in that moment, I was like, "Well, instead of sitting around 23 hours of the day waiting to maybe perform at a comedy club in front of 10 people, maybe I can like have like an online flyer. Maybe I can post my instant message screen name, and then eventually Friendster, and then Myspace, and just start like inviting people to my comedy." So it was really watching that I realized, I could put more time, effort, and energy into finding my fans if I were to, join social networking sites and really be a part of it, not just like superfluous posts every, few days eating a club sandwich, like letting people into my world and letting people know that it's, there's jokes, there's a journey. I always made it about us. It wasn't, and I got shit sometimes for like, I'm pandering because I care about what my audience thinks, and I would refer to it as like, we are doing this. We just got Premium Blend, my first, Comedy Central. But by doing that, I really built, I laid a foundation with a group of people that I've grown up with now. I mean, some of my first followers I still keep in touch with. I've always corresponded, and I'm insane about keeping everything in like, folders, and I have my first people that I have IM chats with on AOL. Some of them are, married, I've been a part of their weddings. I mean, fans of mine that I've traveled through the years with, and it all started really with that idea of truly using those sites for something more than just, looking for hot chicks, which I do that too. But, and it's so easy because I'm me. They're like waiting.
So you must have experimented.
No, they're hot.
Can you prove it?
Yeah, join my circle.
In it. Want to high five again?
Let's do that. Oh, and then the slow. We have a slow dismount thing. We keep adding more to it. Is this live being fed to the world right now? Or? Okay.
No. But so you must have experimented with some stuff on these social networks. You said to loosen up, right?
I started making meth in my bathroom at 14.
That's
Is what
why.
you're wearing considered a loafer? Experimenting with what? With my sexuality?
I'll let you keep going. Whatever you think.
What do you say, stragglers? Hi, welcome.
But social networks and
Social network, yeah,
digital.
anything and everything. I was, I love it. I have a genuine interest in it. I learned HTML code, and you remember the MySpace things that would freeze your page, the little hearts? I started that to ruin that space. No. No, I really, I was just, really interested in kind of the tech that went behind this device that I was using that changed my life. I mean, I mean this sincerely. It's like, I remember at one point when, like 2004 and 5, when it really started to turn into, these massive college tours, and, I finally I could take care of my family, you know what I mean? I was like taking care of my family by telling stories, because they supported me, this big kind of full circle, this kind of Google circle. And
We paid him for that. I'm just kidding.
And it was really an incredible moment to realize that because of an authentic affiliation I had with my fans, that I was able to buy myself a home, to buy my family, my mom a house. I mean, just from spending that time during those days instead of just, kind of playing video games and doing nothing, which I did that as well. I fit it all in. It's been incredible. It's really been an unbelievable there's been many lows, but the highs are too high to mention. It's just crazy.
Yeah. And
yeah, you seem enthused. I'm sorry I'm not Eddie Izzard.
You're better. But you are one of the first people on
Yeah. I love this.
Me too.
I was one of the first what?
On Google Plus, you got a more in-depth demo this morning from us. Can you tell us what you think about the product?
Yeah, I don't care for it. I think it should be restarted from the ground up with ideas that I have. No, I think there's a lot in there. I mean, what I realized today, finally sitting in, is it's not just the streaming updates, and even though a lot of these sites now you have the ability to post your photos. I really love the community aspect, especially with what I learned today with the huddles for the phone, and then because even that, like, I love engaging with my fans. And if I'm on a tour, I like being able to say, and I've done this for the last couple of years on tour, hey, send me a photo right now to my email with your tickets, and people will send pictures. And if they're up in like the Z seats, I not only bring them backstage to hang with me up until the show, then I put them in the front row. And I've done that, with my fans for the last 10 years. So any way that I can have that ability to have an even quicker correspondence. Now they didn't have to send it to an email to where I have to suss through and all that. It's like I can instantly share right there and grab somebody right out of that audience to come back and be a part of my special night wherever I'm performing.
Yeah, you do a lot of the stuff with that with Twitter too. On Fridays, you ask for pictures.
Can we talk about that here?
But
I don't know if we can talk about that.
They'll cut it for the.
I do, yeah, no, I do. I'll do like whatever. Just on weekends, I'll put a picture up. What this is what I'm doing. What are you doing? And people will send pictures from around the world. I get photos from around the world, or I'll tell people do my Sufi, which is like my reverse rock and roll sign, and they send these pictures in from everywhere. I say this, I'm like, if you ever stand behind me and check out my emails, it's a story. It's like on any given day, you'll read emails that are inspiring and sometimes really moving, to know that I've connected with people through comedy in a way that's, helpful in their life. And I know that comedy gave me a life, saved my life, really, in many ways, dealing with a lot of just really hardcore anxiety when I was a kid. But I had my outlet, and now my outlet is sharing with other people who may need somebody like myself who understands and can understand being on both sides of the spectrum, feeling like a failure, feeling like I'm insignificant, and then feeling like I have a voice and feeling like I have something to share with people. Just one quick thing. I remember a teacher, Lucille Burt, said to me in 10th grade, the assignment was, she said, put it up on the board, what are you going to do to be a contributing member of your community? That was the question. And it was like one of those things that just smashed me. It like consumed me, this question of like, what am I going to do to give back? And I feel like this is how I can give back, to be able to travel the world with comedy. I went to Iraq a couple of years ago, did shows for the troops over there, and to be able to bring comedy and entertainment, to alleviate stress, it's the best. I live a charmed life, and you're a part of it now.
Thank you. A lot of anxiety being up here with you. But can you share some of those stories, or any of those stories?
It's none of your fucking business. What stories?
That people shared with you. You said a lot of them were really touching about how you've touched their lives.
Oh yeah, I mean it's. Some are literally about very close with my fans.
Go on.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, one of the most unbelievable correspondence I ever had was with a soldier who was over in Iraq. And we started communicating back and forth through one of the sites. And over the course of 3 or 4 months, we would just kind of continually update. And he was like, I'm live in this, they call it the suck. He's like, I'm out in the suck. And, you know, and I'd be like, I'm hanging by the pool, baby, you know. And we just had this great rapport. And when I would go back and read it, it was funny, and it was, you know, and then I would ask questions about, like, you know, what was your mission last night? What did you have to do? And sometimes he would write me and say, you know, terrible night last night, you know, and he would share with me, you know, a loss within the platoon, and then a week later, you know, they would talk about different comedians or my stuff or whatever, and things that they made him laugh. But there's one part of the correspondence that just to this day is incredible, where he wrote me and said that they were in a like a firefight in the middle of the night. And he described in the email that I have this one routine that I do where I say every guy wants to do a heist. And I say even more than sex with a beautiful woman, we would love to do a heist. We want to be a part of a heist. And so in the heist thing, I say the things that you need in the heist, you need like a weapons expert, and you need somebody to have the van, to drive the getaway van when you come out. And then I have a line where I say, you know, I'm acting it out, and I'm saying, the van's never there, just like in the movies when you get outside. So you're out there going, where's the van? The van's supposed to be here. And you're firing, and we want the van to not be there. And so I had sent them over the CDs, and when he wrote back at this particular correspondence, he said in the middle of the firefight, as they were fighting into the dark, you know, shooting into the darkness, they all started yelling, where's the van? They're getting shot at in the darkness, and then to make it somewhat lighter, they're making each other laugh with a piece of material that I came up with, and it's just like, it's so unbelievable. And it's just, I mean, to say flattering is like, there's no word to describe it, but you know, one of, you know, countless emails that, again, every day, you open up the email with me every day, and it's like, it's potluck. It's going to be crazy. Weird stalkers, silly, you know, there's boobs, and then there's... and then, you know, you'll get an email like, when I did SNL, actually, the first time I wanted to do a piece of material. Actually, it was my second SNL appearance, and I wanted to do a bit about suicide, somebody that I knew had... attempted suicide. And I was angry about it and sad and all these things. And I wanted to do this bit, and Lauren supported it. And even though the network is very iffy about it, he supported it, and I did the bit. And a lot of, you know, I got people that were not happy that I did this routine, and I expected that, you know. So I got a lot of heat. But then I got letters that were, I got a letter from a 15-year-old girl who wrote me this deeply personal letter, and the you know, paraphrasing it was like, I've been keeping this depression from my family, and until we all were laughing together watching you, then I felt I could bring it to my family. And how do you know, to be a part of somebody's life like that? And again, there's so many letters like that, and you know, and to use a site like this to be able to immediately communicate with that person, to be like, hey, it's okay. I know that feeling. I've been there. Or all the good times and the highlight moments and the things that are just, you know, festive and happy and joyous. It's the best. And to be able to, again, you know, I want to be able to utilize this technology to stay, you know, I always wanted my fans with me. I literally meant that. Like, I want you guys with me. The whole, whatever I can share, you know, of that part of my life. So.
And on Google Plus, has there been anything like that? What has your experience been on actually being on it, talking to fans with the comments and plus oneing? And
yeah, no, it's been good. You know, right now everybody's still kind of in that place where we're getting used to it, and you know, you're hitting buttons, going like, I didn't even know it did this. But the experience has been really positive, and it seems like everybody that, you know, I'll put it this way: it's not like you're seeing people leave circles. There's more and more people that are coming in, and it's. The numbers are growing. You know, every time I hit that refresh button, I'm psyched to see thousands more people that are hopping on board there.
Yeah. So at Google, we, you know, kind of awkward people, are nerdy and all that stuff. So
what? You kind of awkward? Are you awkward people?
So
I don't know. This place is kind of wacky, man. There's like, you got everything in here. There's like, I went down a slide a little while ago, and you got like a pool that makes waves, and
And a lifeguard just to
You
watch
can live your whole life right on here. You never even have to leave here.
We were talking about that, yeah.
You guys should build robots to have sex with.
What are you implying? That we need that?
Well, because there's a lot of, dorks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So a lot of us need to learn how to break the ice in
Yeah.
social situations. A lot of people ask me to ask you, can you give us your favorite joke or an easy joke that we can slide in there?
No.
Please?
What about you? Do you have any jokes? You said earlier that you had jokes.
Okay, I'll try. I mean, you'll rate them for me. These are good. You ready?
Go ahead.
You're
Did
taking.
give you an intro or something?
No, just take me on tour when you like these.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. You got to prove yourself here first.
Okay.
You gonna tell a joke or
Yeah,
what?
Okay.
All right.
Started out simple. So, why don't lobsters like to?
Wordy. I'm the king of wordy, so that's okay. Go ahead.
These are short. Why don't lobsters like to share?
Why don't lobsters like to share?
Because they're shellfish.
It's starting to feel good. It's starting to feel right.
You want another?
Do you think that's gonna work in front of Madison Square Garden?
I've never actually been there, so.
I'm gonna think about it. Is that the protocol? Is that the polite way to back away from a? I'm gonna give that some serious thought.
Don't tell me what you're doing. Yeah.
We'll work on that bit. I'm trying so hard to let him down easy.
I got a laugh. I got at least 2 laughs.
It was like a nervous, I can't believe he's saying that next to Dane Cook kind of laugh, like where they didn't know where to put it. So you have to actually be like, that's not a laugh. That's like a wince. Oh.
So help me out. What's my next?
Is there a rule only open-toed shoes here at Google? I don't see. It's like the sandal capital of California. Look at the bunions this guy's rocking. Good God. I'm gonna Google Earth your bunion. No, you did a good job. Good job. Let's keep going. Next question.
What? You're really not going to tell us a joke?
I don't really know jokes.
Me neither. All right.
No, I don't. I don't think people consider me like a joke teller. I tell kind of stories, and I basically just talk.
How do you come up with the stuff that you talk about on your DVDs? And
you just kind of experience stuff, and it goes in there. I did this whole thing on Vicious Circle about my relationship that literally I was in at the time, where I was like getting these arguments with the girl, and we got in a fight over stupid stuff. Like, I was like, I bought the noodles. Those are my, like, and I remember like in the argument, like yelling like, those are my, I bought those noodles, being like, I have to put this in a routine. I'm screaming about who bought noodles, and so you just kind of, realize you actually, there was a huge chunk of my formative years where I would just have like, I'm in comedy mode today, and I would have my little notebook, and I would just go places I'd never been to live life and do things and experience things I never had. I'd go to like a ghost town, or I'd go to like an amusement park, or I'd eat at like in a part of town that like was sketchy, that I was I would go places and look as a comedian and try to live like as a comedian. And then as time goes on, you just start to have that reaction to most things. There's really like every comic is different, but like an indicator that you start to like sense, okay, this is this is funny and people will get this. Like, this needs to be put out there. People will relate to this. You just start to know. And so it's always been really about, just collecting life and sharing it.
And you were saying earlier the joke you have about bees. You said there was a funny story there. So
Joke about bees?
bees that you
Fuck
hate.
bees?
Fuck bees.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of bees?
Well, no, I did a joke where I said I would never want to be killed by. I was thinking of ways I would never want to die, and I said I would never want to get killed by bees, and I did the routine. It was on my first CD, and then I was hiking one day. I was by myself, and this strong breeze blew a swarm of bees up over the canyon, right into me. And I immediately went down to the ground, and all I could think of was, I'm going to get killed by my own act. And I just knew every comic would just have a field day if I actually got killed by my own bees. But thanks for bringing that up. That was hilarious.
Love to help. And I want to give a chance for the people in the room to ask questions in that mic. So if you guys want to start lining up if you have questions.
Oh, this is like Oprah.
While we're waiting for that.
People are going to step on up. This guy's got a question over here. Yep. Just head on up to that mic.
Go to the mic.
Be careful. I get security everywhere.
Seriously.
I'm not even kidding.
Hi. My name is Jessica.
Jessica, how are you? Nice to meet you.
I'm great. How are you? I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Where do I get one of those shirts, by the way? I want a Google shirt.
The Google store. I can escort you after this if you'd like.
That's how you do it.
So that's a yes. I'm taking it as a yes. So I was wondering.
Can we take a pontoon boat across the Google River?
Yes, we can do that too.
Maybe.
So I was
go
wondering.
By the Google Leafy Glay and then.
Have you seen the conference bikes? There's like an 8-person round bike.
Oh, I heard about these.
So we could grab 6 friends and we could take a conference bike.
I would love to do this.
Okay, great. So I have 2 questions.
You want to come on a conference bike?
Sure.
Settle down.
So I have.
You're a maniac.
I have 2 questions. One, what is your favorite of your skits to perform?
The bees thing.
The bees? No.
Obviously.
You have better material.
Mortality
What's your favorite? You're the best one you think you have.
I think maybe just because of the whole night itself, the end of or the during Vicious Circle, because that was in Boston. I did that at the Boston Garden. That was the biggest show I'd ever done to that point, and I did a thing about an atheist sneezing. And then this whole wild kind of Aesop fable that came out of this experience, and just performing that at my hometown, because you have to realize I started in Boston. I literally was like playing laundromats. I used to play a laundromat where I'd take a little Gorilla amp, I'd go in, I'd plug it in. I couldn't even afford a mic, but I had like a lapel mic from high school that I stole that, and it didn't even, the clip had broken, so I had to hold it. I couldn't even clip it. I had to hold it like it was like a Lilliputian situation. And then I would tell jokes at this laundromat, and there was one machine that I knew when it kicked in, it was gonna, so like I had to time it with your load at a certain, it's so sexual, that word is so sexual. It's so sexual.
Everything.
Oh, God. And so I think doing that bit and in the moment, I'm very present when I perform as well. I'm like, I look at people, I engage, and I remember I can look at that moment during the special and be like, wow, look at this. I used to watch the Boston Celtics here. My dad and I would come in here and, watch games together, and I would fog out and dream about performing here. And I performed in front of 5 people, at a laundromat who didn't give a shit. And now I'm performing in front of Boston Garden and doing one of my favorite kind of long form bits. I was listening to a lot of Zeppelin before I recorded that special, so I had all these a lot of these 9-minute long stories. So that was probably a highlight moment.
And if you weren't a comedian, what is your dream job?
Let me switch seats with this motherfucker. Probably computer programming.
Relate to your audience.
But I actually always have loved design and graphic design. Like I learned all that, all my album covers and stuff I've created, and so probably something in that world.
Can I get a picture with you?
Sure. Right now? Okay.
It's on video. I don't even know what it is. It's on video. I got it. I'm techie. All right. I got this.
Woo! I might get laid at Google today. I never thought I would say that.
Conjugal visit.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, Dane?
How you doing?
Good, man.
What's up, Broham?
Hey, man. No, thank you for coming. I just piggybacking what you said for the last question asker. I'm also in the laundromat phase of doing comedy.
Okay.
And so thank you. It's great to see you. And I wanted to ask two things. How did you, during that time, how did you keep your spirit from getting crushed? And also, what do you feel like, how did you get like what you feel like was your first break?
First of all, your spirit must get crushed. It is part of the journey, I think, with anything, of course. You know, if you want to be successful, then, you know, you learn from the most kind of devastating, gut-wrenching, humiliating, you know, there's certainly a lot, especially in entertainment, because it's such, there's no rhyme or reason oftentimes. That whole thing about preparedness and everything, it really matters. You know, getting on stage more than the next guy so that you have more abilities. It's, for me, it was always about just having more tools to be able to go to. You know, my first CD comes out, I don't think I knew enough language. I need better, you know, jargon. I need to learn more words. Okay, it's always about fine tuning and truly letting those moments of unbelievable frustration in and letting them come back through your performance. Put it in there. All the aggravation, all the whatever you can do to create a story. You know, I remember driving back from Orono, Maine one time in like a crappy car that was on the verge of breaking down, and the guy who was supposed to pay me didn't pay me. He left, so when I got off stage, he wasn't there, so I got screwed. I remember driving back, and I was really, you know, I had no way of paying my rent, and I just remember driving home and like being like, okay, you know what? I just have to, you know, become more business-minded. I have to learn that side of it so that I can, you know who this guy is before I deal with it, before I even get there. You have to, in anything you do, know your enemy, know your abilities, you know, just and go for it, man. You really have to. You can't half-ass this if you're going to do it. You got to really get out there and hustle, you know. And the second question was,
like what you felt like was your first break, like maybe not like, you know, not your premium blend, but like.
Oh no, well, I was coming up in Boston, and there was a lot of really incredible comedians that had, you know, the big boom of comedy was like the 80s. That's when like Seinfelds and the Roseannes and everybody, you know, exploded. I started in 1990, and so it was like I was starting at the end of the boom. So all these guys that maybe hadn't made it in Hollywood came back to Boston. So I was opening for megastars, people you will never know, but that are still to me some of the funniest people that I've ever had the privilege of working, you know, with under. And so night after night for several years, I was working with these guys. And I remember one time Kevin Knox was this just powerhouse comedian. He would give 100% even if there was one person in the crowd. And I remember he gave me one of my first headlining gigs. And the joke that I wrote and opened with on that gig, Zoe Friedman, who used to book Letterman, saw it. And because of this one bit, it was actually the speak and spell bit that I used to do. That bit, like, changed my life. That one routine became, like, part of this nostalgic thing I was doing about, like, youth and games. And it really was, like, the you know, the beginning of structure in my writing. So Kevin Knox changed my career by giving me the headlining gig that Zoe Friedman attended and said, "How would you like your first late night spot on Letterman?" Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
I'll see you at work.
How's it going, Dane?
What's going on, man?
Not a lot. Just
I got to get out of here, but thanks for...
Yeah, well, it's good. It's been good. You've watched...
What's your name?
Jesse.
Jesse.
Thanks. You've watched the rise and fall of a couple of social networks. Most recently, obviously, Myspace is
Yeah, I
a
just
pretty
wrote
heavy
that.
downward slide. But it actually had a lot of great performer and entertainer-friendly features.
Sure.
Is there anything you're going to lament the most out of that loss? Is there anything you're looking forward to in the future of social networking with entertainment?
Well, I think that, obviously immediacy is always great, to be able to have that immediate connection. That's what any performer wants. You want that. That's why, like with Twitter, the Twitter version for a comedian, the retweet is like an applause break. You ask any comic, they're going to go and look at their @ replies, and if you get a lot of retweets, that's like, wow, okay, that joke killed. People are really digging it. I think that what I'd like to see more of, and what was really great about today was, I want to be able to learn to take my social networking sites, coupled with my DaneCook.com, and I want to turn it into a studio. I want to be able to create an environment with other artists. That's kind of the next phase of my career, and as I'm rebuilding, because I'm going to relaunch DaneCook.com, and really make it an artist portal, to where it's like, because I love art, I paint, I do music, I have other interests besides just stand-up, and I want to be able to showcase those, but instead of just like, hey, look at all the stuff I do, why not team up and partner up with other artists? Then to be able to use circles or any kind of instant kind of video access to say, hey, I met this incredible artist named Nikki Sabat, and she's creates like these unbelievable sculptures. What if I go with her one day and she's teaching me because I'm interested in that? I want to continue to do that. Then we can do a live, broadcast. She's earning new fans because you've never heard of her. I'm getting to show off another side of my creativity, which I need to do if I want to, not be stagnant. Win, win, win all across. So I look forward to creating more of a living environment to the best of our ability with, because it's like texting. You can only text so much before you lose emotion. How many times have you texted somebody and like you start to just, it becomes like this vacuum. It just doesn't have the depth. And so I'm trying to take it away from just posting and more of like social and like live aspects. So that's kind of the next incarnation, what I'd like to see happening more with Google Plus and things that I'm incorporated with.
Any other comedians or rising comedians you think you're particularly keeping an eye out for?
I don't really care for any of the others.
Don't really care for them? Not any good?
I mean, the guys that every comic has like a graduating class. We all kind of break with people, and like the guys that I broke with, like Gary Gulmans and Bill Burrs and Patrice O'Neill and Robert Kelly and Al Del Benny. These are the guys, Ben Glebe, Chris Army or Chris Newberg. These are like the guys that make me laugh. They're my friends. We went through you laugh more at those guys too. When you go through the struggles and you really know what it is to dedicate I can say this, anybody who chooses to be a performer, an entertainer, it's like you deserve to win. You really do. If you really are putting the time and the sacrifice that it takes, I like to see people win. I want to see people win. That's why I'd like to create an environment where I can see more people get a shot at winning with their abilities.
Cool.
Yeah. See ya.
Hi.
Hi.
We got some rapid fire questions.
What are you two going to do?
Wow. Okay, rapid fire questions.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Ready?
New York or LA?
Oh, boy.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Okay, L.A.
Beach or mountains?
Oh, beach.
BO or bad breath?
Bad breath.
Me or her? Just kidding. I'm married. Her.
Them.
Lastly, Facebook or Google?
Google.
Thank you. Did she give you a hug?
I see big things for this little company.
She wants a hug.
Are you going to come up and give me a hug? Oh, you smell fantastic. The smell of Google.
We all smell like that.
I signed a contract to say that 100 times today. Google. Hi, hello.
Hi.
Aparna. My name is Aparna.
Aparna?
Aparna.
Aparna.
A couple of questions. One is, if you were to do
Everybody has a couple of questions, which I love.
we sneak them in. The first question is, if you were to do an infomercial, what product would you do an infomercial for?
What's your second question?
Who is your favorite comic? I mean, living or dead, like Phil Hartman, that era, or today?
I'm still thinking of the first one. Definitely Steve Martin. Steve Martin was like, my sister Kelly went and saw Steve Martin perform at Madison Square Garden. I was 15, and she came home, and she was like, I remember the look on my sister Kelly's face, and she sat down with me and said, I can't believe I just saw this, one guy standing in front of, and I said to my sister Kelly, someday I'm going to perform at Madison Square Garden. And again, knowing how shy I was and really what that meant for me to be saying that was like a big deal, because I was not, I didn't have any of the telling signs of like, performing and all that stuff. But it was, her seeing Steve Martin, and then I just became infatuated, and I wanted to emulate Steve Martin. And
Can you do an impression of him?
I could do like, I used to do that around my house. But I finally had an opportunity to meet him about a year and a half ago, and he sent me a copy of his book, and he wrote something really wonderful in it. It's an amazing comedy book. It's called Born Standing Up. If you want to know really, the life of a comic, then he nails it. And I got to sit with him and thank him, really, and just, tell him how appreciative I was. And he didn't care for me, but... And the first one, ShamWow. I like that Sham. No, the chop thing. I would want to sell one of those chop things. I'm obsessed. I love those chop, whatever. You just put anything in there, chop it on up.
Nice.
I met that guy. He's like a billionaire. Chop guy. Thank you.
How's it going, Dane? I'm
What's
David.
going on, man?
I was wondering if you had any new material that you're working on for an upcoming show, and if so, you could share a story or two with us now.
I'm just starting to tinker. I came off tour in February, and it was a 2-year tour. I did over 100. I wanted to do an arena tour, and I did 100 arenas through the U.S. and Canada. And it was, I had like this idea of like, I want to do like a Metallica type, epic, huge tour. I brought, young kind of comics that were breaking out of the, wanted to introduce them to my fans basically and stuff. So yeah, I just basically put everything I could into that couple of years, and now I'm starting to write and work on the new material. So nothing that I have that's like, I just got to get back to the club. That's the other thing too. It all starts back in that little club. You got to go right back to the beginning.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you in the past month?
The craziest thing that's happened to me, I don't know. It's been a relaxing summer actually, for the first time in a long time. It's weird. I've never taken time off. I've been doing stand-up 22 years. I've never taken more than maybe a couple of weeks off, tops. And so to take a few months off is like bonkers. So the craziest thing I've done is nothing. That's crazy to me. I can't believe that I'm actually like relaxing and taking a little time. But I got some ideas for the next, what I think would be a interesting new kind of approach to how I want to see stand-up go, and how I'd like to kind of evolve with it and try something new. It's always about trying something new.
Awesome. Well, please come back to Google. Thank you.
Oh, cool, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, Dan, Andy Mathis.
Hey,
Thanks
Andy.
for joining us here. So you were extremely shy.
Yeah.
How did you, what was that time where you just committed yourself to get over the threshold and just get in front of somebody and be willing to maybe humiliate yourself or not?
I joined drama when I was in 10th grade, and I met probably the greatest influence in my life, my mentor, and just one of the greatest human beings I'll ever know. His name was Frank Roberts. He passed away, unfortunately, a couple of years ago of a stroke, 69 years old. But The guy was just a powerhouse of encouragement. And I remember he pulled me aside after the first day of class. I couldn't believe I even joined because I was just such a wreck. And he pulled me aside and he looked at me and he said, I see a lot of myself in you, and I see a lot of your fear. And based on the few things that you said today when I interviewed the class, I would like to help you. And if you would come in every day before school at like 7 a.m., I'm going to read plays with you. Like this, at the end of that first class, and I was like, he's trying to molest me. He's got to be trying to molest me. And I was so kind of bored and shy. I was like, maybe I'll just go for it. You know? I'll let him bat it around a little bit. Frank Roberts, I wouldn't be sitting in this seat. As much as my family was, my mother was just my compass. I always called my mom my compass. She's like the commentary to my DVD extras. My dad was like the, don't tell me, show me kind of guy. He was tough, and he didn't stand for the fantastical ideas. He wanted to see the proof. But Frank Roberts, he really brought out the artist in me, and he made me have the ability to say, I want to entertain. I am an entertainer, whereas I didn't think I'd ever be able to truly say that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
We'll appreciate it.
You got it.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
being here.
We did it, baby. We did it. You guys can go. This is our time now. This is Google time. Plus me. It gets weird when they stop clapping, doesn't it? Now it's just awkward. Thank you, really. Thank you for taking some time, everybody, and welcoming me today. I appreciate it. All right.